Hey guys and girls, how are ya? This is some footage of me doing a practice run at Fort William. This is a few years ago now, about 15 years ago. This is a practice run. It's nice and cold there at the top of the hill. You see there's no trees around. I think there's still a bit of snow there as well. So this is a typical day in Fort William, and we're about to do a voiceover on a practice run. So I hope you enjoy. So I'm just here. I've got a helmet cam on, which the boom on it is a couple of foot long, so it's a little bit awkward to use. But this is actually one of the first times on using this style of camera, so you can see me adjusting it a fair bit. But as you can see, we're just about ready to go. You can see the weather in the background there. It's been snowing, and here we go for a practice run. As I can see, I look like a bit of a frog here with this funny cam, but no, it's good. Like starting off in Fort William, it's quite rough and fast at the top. You can see the trail itself is actually the trail is brought in, so it doesn't match the terrain around it. So totally man-made trail. This, as you can see, it's quite fast. Going through this section here, really very deep ruts. Through this entire section. I'm even having trouble commentating on it as we go along, but as you can see, it's extremely rough. Like bike selection and bike setup is very crucial for this, because it's just constant, absolutely constant. So you can see like a pretty high average speed here. I think it's about 30 to 40 k's an hour the entire trail. So but just coming through the top section here, you're really not a lot of pedaling, but you're just trying to carry momentum as much as you can. It is quite fast, as you can see. I mean, I'm probably repeating myself, but the trail does change pretty quickly as well. It's like lots of turns, lots of berms. I mean, it sounds pretty boring, but just carrying momentum through this is crucial. You really have to be on point as much as you can. Just trying to swerve through a couple of roots and rocks there, or minimal roots, but yeah, so as you can see, there's not a lot of pedaling whatsoever. You're just trying to really stay on that one line. There's not a lot of lines, really. There's just like heaps of bumps, heaps of rocks. It's just making sure that you're keeping that stable stance as much as you can. So here's just one of the flatter sections, I guess, but it's only short, really short. Good place to stop if you need to. And then straight back into it. In a little while we'll head into the trees, but just this open section is quite, it is annoying really, because like you are getting tired already, and you've got a long way to go. There's pretty crucial lines in there, quite easy to get caught up. Yeah, really just trying to persevere at the moment, just get through this section as clean as possible. Little dab there, but it's only small. So they're just adjusting that helmet. It is quite heavy, like I said. Well, it's not heavy to hold, but like if it's swinging off your head, it's actually quite heavy and annoying, by the way. But if you're wondering, to actually see, like it's not in the way of my vision. I'm generally trying to look as far ahead as I can, but at the same time, obviously try and focus exactly where I'm going. So. Yeah, this is one of the tree sections there. They're usually quite short, and then it comes back out of the open. Crossing the fire road there again. Gets still quite another dab there, but that's fine. It's all part of practice. In race run, you try and tidy those things up a bit, but it really doesn't matter. You're still carrying momentum as much as you can. Just trying to swerve a bit through the trees there. And not to mention, I mentioned the cold before. It is freezing at Fort William this time of year. It really is. You really have to make sure that you're well prepared and nice and rugged up. See one of the flatter sections there, just trying to pedal a little bit. Not a lot of gear changes in this trail, but it is quite crucial once you get towards the end there to get in those heavier gears. Make sure you carry momentum. As you can see there, I'm trying to just on the flat sections carry as much momentum as I can. Just short little stabs of pedaling there. So this is where it starts to get a little bit fast. We're heading sort of towards the finish here, a little bit more open, quite fast through here. Just trying to hit those turns as best I can. Quite a few jumps along here. So it is just practice, so I am sitting down a fair bit. You want to try and stand up and pedal as much as you can, get as much speed as you possibly can. Another tear off. Try and limit the amount of tear offs that you rip off. But there, frog's legs again. And then coming down towards the finish here. It's actually, it seems like it's quite quick, but in actual fact, it's a long track, but with a high average speed. Then here we come through the finish line. And that's a practice run of Fort William. Hope you enjoyed.